Hey, what's up, guys? Jake again, Max, and Lucy got problems. We just left that elf girl whose name I don't remember, but the point is that we left. So let's leave. Uff! Why is fleeing so tiring? I leaned onto the nearest tree, panting heavily. Running around the woods turned out to be much harder than across training grounds. At least the grounds didn't have all these bloodthirsty branches and logs that tried to trip you over. Scary thought, but I started missing the boot camp. I didn't switch Sneck into the night vision mode. At least one of my eyes would surely be left hanging on some branch as a souvenir. Probably should have checked to see if I'm being chased by a dozen furious elves, but I had other things to care about. What would I give for a comfy sofa? Why is this forest so terribly furnished? There's nowhere to sit down and catch a breath. All this hassle sapped into my determination. I wasn't going to give Ellie up so soon. What can just one succubus do against the mysterious forces of nature? Very little, probably. I have no idea how this elven jabberwock works. If the keeper herself wasn't able to determine what the heaven is happening with this forest, what chances I have? How do I decide what to do next? I mean, I haven't even solved my own main mission here. Ugh. Crap! Why haven't I asked Ellie about the Orb of Fate? She must surely know something. What have I been thinking? This was my plan. Finding the elves and asking them about the orb. Oh well. Ellie already treated me with suspicion at first. Who knows how she would have reacted to me seeking intel about local artifacts. No worries, I know I'll manage somehow. If I complete this mission no matter what, maybe I'd please Tiamat and earn her love. Okay, love is a strong word. Let it just be one night. An hour? Okay, fine, half an hour. Half an hour of lust is a good start, and then we'll see how it goes. If only she would give me a chance. My imagination went back to drawing attractive pictures, but for some reason I couldn't sink into blissful dreams for good. I mean, I know almost nothing about the artifact I need to find. What if the Orb of Fate is some kind of weapon? There's a reason the Legion of Darkness seeks it. Surely Tiamat has some plan to use it, and this plan is doubtfully peaceful. It'd be weird to have peaceful plans during a military campaign, right? And if it's really a weapon, most likely it'll be used against the surface dwellers. If I accomplish my mission, what would happen to, like, everyone? And if I don't accomplish it, what'll happen to me? Of course, Ellie thinks I could desert, but I doubt the Legion will let me go so easily. I'm not even sure if thinking about it is safe. After this time, I'll surely rip my head off. Oh, what do I do? On the one hand, there's nothing good on the other. Also nothing good. I knew it would come to this. Why are these world choices so hard? Why can't anyone else make them for me? I always have to care about everything by myself. Obviously, we're gonna help Ellie. I've made up my mind. Right now, I will. Oh. Woot! Is it now? Branch of my head crackled under the weight of something heavy. Is it falling down? Ah! I barely had time to shut my eyes closed and cover my head before something soft gently brushed my face. Well, that wasn't very intense. A gust of air hits my cheeks and then back of my head. I turn around just in time to see a large shadow soaring up, beating its wings heavily. Are you mocking me? Quit it, hey! Yeah, this forest can really raise your spirits. Pain in the side lessened, and now my thoughts about the pursuit weren't looking as unimportant as before. I tipped up my ears to find out where the chase could be. Do we hear anything? It's quiet. The more I listened, the more relaxed I got. Well, so, it's decided. Right now I should properly rest. Ellie told me the forest overmind of theirs has been malfunctioning lately. Even if Thea tries to use her elven mumbo-jumbo to find me, there's no guarantee she'd succeed. I gotta muster some strength before moving on. Besides, I had to evaluate my shaky position. I mean literally shaky. What the? Before I had time to invent a proper cuss word, my legs sunk up to the ankle into something viscous, ew. And besides, thick, oozy, and most likely disgusting to look, touch, taste, and smell. Ah! I yanked my foot up as hard as I could, but the ground didn't even think of releasing me. Well, this is unfortunate. Even worse, after my attempt to escape, my legs sunk even deeper. Both my legs. Man, this is some kind of image, huh? What a stupid location this is! The ground only gulped in response. It was totally not letting me go. I tried to find some footing, but there was only a tree nearby where I was resting before. How did it not sink until now? I I had no time left for the mysteries of nature. It was obvious I can't stand in place. Thick mud was slowly but surely sucking me under the ground. While I'd been thinking, my knees disappeared into the smoochy abyss. A smoochy abyss? That's romantic? I don't know. It seems that the more I moved, the faster I was consumed by the earth. Yeah! There must be something here that can help me. I jerked my head in a panic. Trees were growing sparsely in the area, but the roots were popping out here and there above the surface. Like handrails! Maybe it's the roots that don't let the tree sink? If only I could reach them. The closest root stuck out not that far from me. I tried to reach with my hand, but the result was almost me losing my balance. I had to change strategy. Well, if this root won't come to me... Alright, root, stay where you are. I'm on my way. I started moving very slowly and deliberately, dragging my legs through the viscous mix of mud, grass, moss, and dark Lord knows what else. Now the dirt was tightly gripping my thighs, but I tried not to notice it. It seemingly became more liquid. Now the bubbles appeared on the surface more often. I wasn't sure if it's good or bad, but it's easier to move in liquid mud than it is solid one, so I wasn't one to complain. The precious root drew closer and closer. Here, I'm almost a bit more... Oh god. One clumsy move and I plummeted down, spraying dark ooze all around. My hands disappeared in the earthen tomb, and I realized that any attempt to wriggle out will only make it worse. Dirt immediately clung to me from all sides, gradually filling up any nooks and crannies between my suit and skin. Oh god, that's scandalous. It bubbled between my breasts, sunk into my thigh-highs, and slowly but surely snuck into my panties. Oh no. But the most horrible was the fact that mud was gradually drawing me in. I felt it engulfing parts of my body one by one. With every minute, its grasp became more and more irresistible. Oh my god. Just as I was being swallowed by a huge and voracious creature. Ah! Spurred by this horrible thought, I desperately tried to pull myself out once again. Just what was I hoping for? The ooze sprayed out of my cleavage and sunk even deeper. Oh, Jesus. Now dirt enveloped my breast entirely and approached my throat. I could barely move my fingers, and moving away was entirely out of the question. Suddenly my hand bumped into something hard and rough. Another unfortunate adventure, or I desperately grasped my finding and pulled. It worked! I managed to move a bit further. The mud was blubbering under my right ear, but at least I was moving. And I could grab the saving straw, or rather, the saving root with both hands. Here, a tad more. And then we died. Oh god. Gradually, inch after inch, I crawl out of the trap. The root turned out to be a reliable enough ally, and I reached a firm ground. My suit was still sticking to the body and smooched moistly with every single movement. But at least I was free again, although completely out of breath. Whew! I almost turned into an earth elemental. I wonder if my insurance covers this. And every piece of me hurts. Maybe I shouldn't have fled captivity? If you think about it, hanging all tied up in that tree was safe enough. I plumped on wet moss and leapt up immediately as if I was bitten. Another trap? Nothing can be trusted in here. Precisely where is here? I don't think I've been here before. Great, we're lost. At least it's pretty, question mark? I was still surrounded on all sides by the trees, only these ones were shorter, and they looked unhealthy. I'm not sure when I started making a difference between healthy and unhealthy trees, but these definitely were not good. Their bark was riddled with fat larvae and small, dirty yellow mushrooms. Because of their color and moist sheen, they reminded me of... Ew! I don't even want to think about it! Gross, gross, gross! You know, it's good I decided to look around. I wouldn't want to scrub something like that from my suit, too. I still didn't understand where I'd found myself, but it would have been better to consider it while seated. My knees were still shaky from the encounter with the mud, and my vision was a bit blurry. I picked up a stick and poked the hump a couple times before mustering the courage to sit on it. Ground under me was still loose and wet, but at least it wasn't trying to devour me. Probably it's the best I can hope for in a swamp. A swamp? I carefully looked around again. Sparse trees were gnarled and distorted. Some were not as fortunate and sunk in the uneven ground, so that only a few branches or roots were sticking above the surface. What at first glance looked like a green field got ripples from the slightest gust of wind. Here and there, pools of ooze were glistening. Well, yeah, there's no doubt. This is a swamp. In the middle of the night. And I had not the slightest idea which direction I should proceed. Well, since I don't know where to go next, I can at least go back. No, you can't. Where did I come from again? There it is. I tried to restore my directions in my memory, but the more I looked, the more I got confused. All the familiar objects disappeared as if someone erased them on purpose. I hugged my knees and shuddered. Easy, easy. It's not too bad. I'll just sit here until morning, and after dawn, we'll see. I'm a scout after all. Finding ways out of tight spots is my job, even if there's no way out. Wait, what am I saying? Hey, Lucy, don't pout. There's always the first time, and new experiences are awesome. After all, the more experienced you are, the better your CV is. I can view it as a unique opportunity. Not everyone gets to be helplessly lost in a swamp where nobody would ever find them. I went silent. Usually Banner would raise my spirits and help me concentrate, but now my thoughts were chaotic and, well, they scared me. Oh, it's a bad place. I gotta get out of here ASAP. I shrunk. Must have looked very pitiful. Tiny lone figure amid the vast marshes. Took me some time to realize I was hearing a song. Wait, what? Yeah, right. I was hearing a song, and a familiar one. It's a song I heard from Ellie! I'm here! Here! I skipped back up and started looking around. But of course, Ellie couldn't leave me alone in such a terrible place. How'd she come with an idea to sing instead of actually calling my name? It's genius! Even if Thea hears her, Ellie's plan would still hold. Who knows, maybe she just decided to sing a song in the middle of the night. She's an elf, right? It's just like an elf thing. I probably shouldn't have shouted too loudly, exposing myself, but I was too happy. Ooh, I just hope Ellie won't get in trouble because of me. The song drew closer and closer. You know, funny, but I couldn't determine which direction it came from. I already noticed how sounds might act strangely in the forest. I only had to wait until I noticed Ellie, or she notices me. I stepped uneasily and turned around. Something's not right. Hi? Hello? What? A figure was lightly treading over the viscous ooze among the felled tree trunks. I could discern it even in the fog. This song, a figure that could not belong to Ellie, is wrong! A song that could not belong to Ellie. A song about insanity and destruction? Suddenly everything went silent. The figure frozen a dozen yards from the place where I was standing, pale and white, shrouded in mist. It was staring at me. Run, Lucy. We got her! A dagger flicked in my hand before I could think again. Was I gonna fight with this? To the side! The pale shape dashed, barely missing me, slicing the yellow mist in two ghostly wings. My nostrils were assaulted by a pungent stench of the swamp, and something nauseating and sweet that made the air get stuck in my throat. But at least I managed to dodge. I was still alive! A shrill yell of Nightbird made me snap out. Clenching the dagger grip even tighter, I turned around. My eyes raced inside a gap between the trees, filled with yellow mist and moonlight. The apparition was nowhere to be seen. Where'd it go? Maybe I got it. It's above! It's probably above. Oh shit, I was right! I raised my eyes just in time to notice a white silhouette perched on one of the trees. Come to us, surrender to the hollow. It will understand you. It will accept all of you. It's already inside. It awaits. It always inside. Give up. Give up. Be filled by the hollow. The creature rushed down with deafening laughter blasting its way through the pointy branches. Ground under it wallowed and rippled like a living thing. I lurched sideways, but too late. A blow knocked me off my feet. I rolled over on the wet grass, gasping for air. Up! Get up! Man, we're really taking it, huh? As soon as I raised my head, I saw the wispy outline of the figure. We were only a couple steps apart now, but the creature moved slowly, savoring its moment of triumph. Do you feel it, do you? Of course you feel it. This is the end, Forest. We'll feast on the hollow as a gift. The dagger still glistened in my fist. If this creature was able to hit me, maybe I'll be able to get it too. Oh, clever ruse! I clenched my teeth and crawled away from the creature as fast as I could. I wouldn't have time to stand up. We both knew it. The creature made a strange bubbling laughter again. There was no joy or even wicked triumph in it. Most of all, this laugh reminded smooching of the swamp ooze. Unreliable support gave in under my feet and my elbows slipped in the mud. However I tried, the distance between me and the figure was shrinking. The creature's movements became more agile. It must have been preparing its final attack. I couldn't even escape my pursuer, at least while it was standing. As soon as the creature came close enough, my tail entangled its shin. Fucking got him, dude. The creature's eyes were still dark and lifeless, but appeared for a moment they widened in surprise. I pulled as hard as possible. Yeah! The creature lost its balance and fell into the thick mud with a shriek. I immediately relaxed my tail in one move, turned onto my stomach and tried to get up, desperately clawing at the ground. Ah! It wasn't gonna let me go so easy. The creature was firmly holding me by the leg. I swung wildly my free leg, hoping to hit the beast in the head. It shrieked again, whether in pain or anger, and pulled its prey closer. My ankle, smeared in ooze, finally slipped out of the creature's hands. Despair gave me strength. I raked the creature with both feet and felt something firm under my heels. This time I hit for sure. The thing wailed and reeled, not far, but just enough for me to have a chance. I pushed off the ground, stood on one knee, and quickly stood up, grabbing roots and branches. My legs were barely holding me, but I still tried to run. As if out of malice, the trees popped up on my way. Another shriek ran nearby, almost into my ear. I only managed to turn to the sound. Whoop! A blow. Air burst out of me, like from an open soda can. Everything blended together. The crack of my ribs and branches, screams, light, darkness, white spots, black ones, the black sky above and below. Did we win? I felt the next blow with my whole body. It wasn't the creature this time. Water! We didn't die. At least not right now. It was water? Hundreds of bubbles twirled around me. I helplessly moved my arms and legs trying to row, but I couldn't fight the flow. For a moment I saw black skies sprinkled with stars. Did I have time to inhale? Did I or did I not? My lungs were burning. With my last strength I tried to resurface, but the water was whirling and throwing me side to side like a rag doll. Soon I couldn't even tell up from down. Burning in my chest came unbearable. One moment later water rushed into my lungs. Did we drown? We were doing so good. How'd we drown? We beat the fucking white witch or whatever. Oh, we're sleeping. The buzz of the alarm clock became more and more annoying. I reluctantly wallowed under the blanket. Warmth was flowing all over my body, except maybe my left foot that was blown over by a pleasant breeze. 5 more minutes. Insolent clock. I told you 5 more minutes. Who's enchanting this junk? I wriggled again, this time with displeasure. My consciousness slowly cleared even though I was against it. Why is this despicable piece of trash spoiling my morning? Shut up, I said! Without opening my eyes, I swung my hand in the air, slipped off the bed, and found myself in the water. Ah! Why is there blood in my room? I started flailing my arms and legs in panic and painfully hit my knee over the floor. I mean, the river bottom. What? Well, we didn't die. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely the river bottom. Though transparent greenish water, I could see colorful little stones. Tiny fish already got used to my legs' existence, so decided to play catch around them. Well, that's awkward. And of course, there was no bed nearby. Instead, there was a huge log that lazily floated me downstream. Wait. Okay, so I'm not in my barracks. I'm standing waist deep in the effing water. Why is there an alarm clock? I started looking around in search of the source of the sound. Well, okay. Right above my head there was a huge mosquito. If a creature the size of a boar could still be called a mosquito. Ah! Go away! Go away! Go away! Judging by the sound, the mosquito did an attack maneuver above my head. I haven't seen it myself because I was busy running in circles screaming. Until I finally stumbled onto something and splashed face first into the water again. When I turned on my back and stared up, the mosquito above me was gone. Whew! Probably flew away to find a more cooperative dinner. The flow was dragging me further and further down the river. At least this time I wasn't drowning. Warm water gently carried me forward, caressing every inch of my naked skin. Since it's so, why not go for the flow? Go with the flow for a bit. And on that note, I'm going to draw this episode to a close, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Be sure to next week for more Lucy Got Problems with yours truly. I'll see you guys then.